Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're rediving into something truly special and delicious. Homemade strawberry cupcakes with a light and fluffy whipped frosting. These aren't your average cupcakes. We're using fresh strawberries to get that authentic, vibrant flavor that just screams Trust me, once you try these, you'll never go back to the boxed mix again. So, if you're ready to bake up a storm and impress everyone you know, let's get started. First things first. Let's gather our ingredients. For the cupcakes, you'll need all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, baking powder, a pinch of salt, unsalted butter at room temperature, a couple of large eggs, vanilla extract, milk, and of course, the star of the show. Fresh strawberries. We'll be pureeing these, so don't worry if they're not perfectly shaped. For our heavenly whipped frosting, you'll need heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, and a little more vanilla extract. That's it. Simple ingredients for a spectacular result. Alright, let's begin with the cupcake batter. Start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius and line a muffin tin with cupcake liners. In a large bowl, whisk together your dry ingredients: the flour, baking powder, and salt. This helps to distribute everything evenly and ensures a perfect rise. In a separata, even larger bowl, we'll cream together the softened butter and granulated sugar. Use an electric mixer for this part. You want to beat them together on medium-high speed for about 3 to 5 minutes until the mixture is light, pale, and fluffy. This step is super important because it incorporates air into the batter, which is key for a tender cupcake. Once your butter and sugar are perfectly creamed, it's time to add the eggs. One at a time. Make sure you beat well after each addition. Now, let's prep our strawberries. Take about a cup of fresh, hulled strawberries and blend them until you have a smooth puree. You should have about half a cup of puree. The smell is just incredible, isn't it? Now we're going to alternate adding our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients to the creamed butter mixture. This technique prevents the batter from becoming overmixed. Start by adding about a third of the flour mixture and mix on low speed until just combined. Then pour in half of the milk and mix again. Repeat this process, another third of the flour, the rest of the milk, and finally, the last of the flour. Remember, mix only until the flour streaks disappear. Overmixing develops the gluten too much and can make your cupcakes tough. Lastly, gently fold in that beautiful strawberry puree. The batter will turn a lovely pale pink color. Now, carefully fill your prepared cupcake liners. A good rule of thumb is to fill them about 2/3 full. This gives them enough room to rise without spilling over the sides. An ice cream scoop is a great tool for this. It helps you get even amounts in each liner. Pop them into your preheated oven and bake for about 22-22 minutes. You'll know they redone when a toothpick inserted into the center of a cupcake comes out clean. They should be lightly golden and spring back when you gently press the top. Once they're baked, let them cool in the pan for a few minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to cool completely. This is crucial. You absolutely must set them cool completely before frosting. If you try to frost a warm cupcake, you'll just end up with a melty mess. While our cupcakes are cooling, let's whip up that amazing frosting. It's so simple but tastes incredibly decadent. Make sure your heavy cream is very cold. This is the secret to getting it to whip up properly. I even like to chill my mixing bowl and the whisk attachment for about 15 minutes in the freezer beforehand. Pour the cold, heavy cream into the chilled bowl and begin to whip it on medium-high speed. Once it starts to thicken and soft peaks form that S, when the cream holds its shape for a second but then flops. This means when you lift the whisk out, the peak of cream holds its shape firmly. Be careful not to over-whip, or you'll start making butter. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for. Frosting the cupcakes. Your cupcakes should be completely cool. Now, you can either use a simple butter knife or a spatula to spread the frosting on top for a rustic, homemade look. Or, if you're feeling a bit fancy, you can pipe it on. I'm going to use a piping bag fitted with a star tip. Just fill the bag with your frosting and pipe a beautiful swirl on top of each cupcake, starting from the outside and working your way in. For that final touch, I love to top each cupcake with a slice of fresh strawberry or even a whole small one. It adds a pop of color and hints at the delicious flavor inside. And there you have it. Perfect, beautiful, and incredibly tasty strawberry cupcakes. With a light-as-air whipped frosting, the cupcake is so moist and tender, and the fresh strawberry flavor really shines through. The frosting is sweet, but not heavy, complementing the cake perfectly. These are perfect for parties, birthdays, or just a sweet afternoon treat. I promise, anyone you share these with will be asking for the recipe. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen today. I had so much fun baking these with you. If you try this recipe, I would love to see your creations. So feel free to tag me on social media. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future baking adventures. Happy baking, everyone!